It doesn't have to be a bad day, though I am not great. Even though he left me undelivered the night of our date. My buddy is single and he is not doing well. But we'll all feel better at the ringing of our church bell. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice. To him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times, he will forgive you for all your simping crimes. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. We're the down bad patrollees. It doesn't have to be a bad day if they turn you down. If you shoot your shot, Father, and we will be so proud. Just no incels, incest, weird shit with your pets, killing spiders, starting fires, sounding 50 at recess. No begging in the chat, no fedora hats, don't let your day walk all over you like you are a doormat. No co-leaders, we are great secret keepers. Father will do his best to stop you from being a people pleaser. Come in and have a good time, call him up and get in line. After Father, we all pine communion, but without the wine, we promise it will be just fine, cause he is the divine. This is your sign to join the Down Bad Hotline. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice. To him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times, he will forgive you for all your simping crimes. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. We're the Down Bad Patrollees. Our Father who art in Chicago, bestie be thy name. It doesn't have to be a bad day, though I am not great. Even though he left me undelivered the night of our date. My buddy is single and he is not doing well. But we'll all feel better at the ringing of our church bell. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice. To him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times, he will forgive you for all your simping crimes. Father Tucker. It doesn't have to be a bad day, though I am not great. Even though he left me undelivered the night of our day.
Okay, we're good. Still no sound. I literally just like left. It's so funny when people are like, "Father, we can't hear you." Yes, you can. You can hear me. You can hear me. I know you can hear me now. I figured out the problem. So first of all, I don't know why the camera is... I look so big. I'm going to make myself smaller real quick. I'm too close. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm a little guy. Uh, I don't know. I'm not physically well at the moment. Feeling a little sick. Talking a little awful tonight. There you go. I understand that you did that because last time I yelled at you for saying I look good every night, but I feel awful. I don't know what's going on health-wise. I don't think I'm sick, but I'm not hot. So I'll keep the. I'll try. I'm doing my best to keep the energy, you know. But if I get frustrated with people because they're frustrating, and that's just how it's gonna be, baby girl. All right. Next up's already cooking. Let me go online. Up first is Slick.
How you doing?
What up, Big Cat? What's going on?
Nothing much, just catching up on some Elden Ring.
For sure, for sure. What can I do for you?
So I have this friend, and so he's friends with this girl for about 2 years, and she broke up with her boyfriend about a year ago, and he's down bad for her, like ditches, like I don't know, it's just he's down bad,
Right.
and I've been getting nothing but earfuls about it for again the past year. I've given him advice, he just won't. I don't know, he just won't get over this girl. I don't know what to do.
He won't get. Has he even made an attempt yet?
Yeah, like they're she's very on and off. Like he's kissed her before, but like I guess nothing really happened after that. And then they had a recent discussion about it, and she says that she doesn't know yet, and to come back at her in like about a month or in a few weeks. And I told him that it's not worth it. Just go around. But he seems adamant to be stuck on this one.
Yeah. How old is he? How old are you?
I'm 21. He's 22.
Oh my God, dude! Come on. I was hoping you're gonna say he was like 15, 22, acting like that, bro.
Tell me about it.
Listen, dude. There's only so much you can do for the boys, and I get. I mean, like, what's his history with girls?
He's not bad looking. Like they'll approach him, and he just I don't know. He just simps. Whenever he finds a girl, he'll be stuck on one, and he'll ignore everybody else. Like
Well,
it's just the way he is.
that do be signs of abandonment issues. So maybe look into his parents if he was adopted or whatever the fuck. But at the end of the day, it's not your responsibility to make sure he figures his shit out. But it's also, it's definitely affecting the relationship. So you can kind of let him know that. I don't know if you have done that yet and have the awkward conversation like, listen, man, this shit sucks for everybody. And you being an idiot with your dick is hurting the friend group. So, let's be smart. Especially, I mean, how long he's been chasing this girl? For a year?
Yep.
I would say the amount of time to chase a girl, like even back, you hear those love stories about your grandparents, or like, oh my, your grandfather sent me roses every day for 9 months. Like that shit has sailed. That ship has sailed, and I bet that didn't even happen in the first place. Like I would say for chasing a girl, like 3 months, get an answer, dog, because you're wasting everybody's time. I don't know what to tell him besides what I want you to tell him, which is like, don't make it about the girl. Whatever. He's horny for a girl, and he's in love with the girl who wants nothing to do with him. Happens sometimes. But if you let him know, like, hey, listen, this is affecting us as people. You're disappearing. You're wasting time with her, and it's hurting you. It's hurting me to watch you get hurt. And just kind of break it down as a homie. Like, listen, dog, this isn't healthy for anybody. And just see how he responds to that. If he doesn't change his ways, sometimes people got to play in traffic until they get hit by a car. You know what I mean?
Yep. I definitely get you.
He's gonna get burnt sooner rather than later, so might as well let it happen. But just be, if you want to be a good friend, be there when it goes shitty. But you don't have to try and coach him out of a bad situation if he's too stupid to see it.
Always gotta let him crash and burn sometimes.
Exactly. Gotta, like a phoenix, rise from the ashes kind of thing.
Well, all right. Appreciate it, Father. Have a good one. Bless your heart.
Bless your heart. Have a good one, Slick. That is a good username, Slick. What up, Slick? Said the guy won't listen and is gonna wait for the girl. Yeah, it's stupid. This is my first time in the stream live. Does the commercial thing happen often? I don't think so. No. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know how to control that. Sometimes it gives me an option to pause the ad. But yeah, I don't know. Up next, Blue Jay. Caw. That's not what Blue Jays sound like. Tweet, tweet. Blue Jay.
Hello.
Hello. What's up?
Okay, so there's this person that I met a little bit ago. We haven't been like super close friends for a while, but we're pretty close. And I don't, I'm getting mixed signals from them. They seem like they might like me, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Why do you think they might like you?
Well, we're going on kind of a date-ish thing, but not really.
Okay. Well, okay. Explain that.
Okay, so we're going to get lunch together, and then we're gonna go shopping together. And I don't know if that means that we're dating or what.
Who asked who?
Uh, I don't know what to do about it.
No, who asked who out?
Oh, I kind of asked them if they wanted to hang out, but I don't know if it counts as an official date.
Okay. That always sucks, and it's always
Yeah.
good in those situations. Like, would you want to be just friends with this person, or are you kind of like set on the thought of dating them?
Well, I kind of have caught feelings, but
Right.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, it's just one of those things where like it's better to confirm the situation you're in than just kind of like guess, and the whole time it's awkward, and you can kind of just when you're doing it, when you're in the lunch date or whatever the fuck, do what I always suggest and kind of throw out some flirts that are like safe flirts. That's the way I describe them. Where you're like, wow, your hair looks fantastic today, or like I never noticed how bright your eyes are, whatever, and then just see how they respond. And if they're responding like, oh, stop. You know what I mean? Like if they're just like, oh, shush, or if they're like, thanks, and they kind of put you down a little bit, just you kind of read in the room a little bit and get that going. And then if it seems like it's a date, it's very scary, but you're gonna have to ask if it's a date. You can do it in a funny way. Have you ever heard that TikTok sound? Where it's like, are we
No.
on a date? It's like, yeah, we're on a date. Oh, are we not on a date? I thought this was a date. Like it's one of those things where you can just like, might as well just go for it if you think it's going good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's better
I
to
guess
know.
I guess I'm just like really stupid stressed about it because
Yeah.
the thing is on Saturday. So,
Oh, that's like the worst. For my personal preference, like if I'm having a date, I try and schedule it as soon as possible, just so I don't have to think about it the whole week. Same thing with like
yeah.
going up in class projects. I want to go first, just so I don't have to sit there and think about the project I'm about to do. But anyway, you have time to think about it. I would suggest you don't. Don't try and overplan, because once you overplan and things don't go to plan, it feels like you're losing when you're actually just having a nice little time. But
Hmm.
go into it, you know, being aware of the situation. You can ask beforehand if it's a date, but I don't think you're gonna do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're in the situation, kind of read the room, throw out some soft flirts, kind of, gauge their interest in you, and wherever it goes from there, you can pop the question or just say like, "Hey, I think you're really cute," or whatever the fuck. Just kind of seal the deal.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Also, did you know Blue Jays are dicks? Did you know that?
No, I did not.
They're fucking assholes. When I was growing up, we had like a bunch of chickadees and robins, but Blue Jays, they come in, they're like these big, beautiful blue birds, but they're fucking assholes. They like break nests for no reason. They just kind of bullies. I don't know. Just thought you should know that if you're gonna have that
I
username.
just chose that name because my name is Jay.
I know,
So
but hey, listen, just be careful. You don't want to. If a real bird nerd gets on you, they're gonna call you a piece of shit. So heads up. Bless your heart, Blue Jay.
awesome. Thank you so much, Father.
Have a good one. God damn, I almost banned them. I keep almost banning them. Don't mind me. Just grab my vitamins. Maybe that'll make me feel healthy. Father, how do I get in contact with you? Fucking join the Discord? Be a Patreon member? How long are you going to stream? I don't get off work until 6. I don't know where you are, but I stream until 5:30 Central. How? Up next is Vay.
Hello?
Hello. Don't mind me. Sorry.
How are
I'm
you?
eating vitamins. Start your story.
How are you?
I'm good. What can I do for you?
So, I like this close friend of mine, but I'm not sure if I have platonic or romantic feelings for them. I feel like that I'm tricking myself into thinking that I have platonic feelings for them, when really I have romantic feelings for them, or vice versa. I remember this one time, this was a couple months ago. A few days after I started to like them, I thought to myself, saying, like, oh, I probably just think of them as a friend. And after that, I lost those feelings. But then after about a week, those feelings came back and grew stronger over time. And I still have them. I just don't know if it's platonic or romantic.
Seems romantic.
Oh,
That the feelings came back and they were strong, right?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on in your little head, but in the larger sense, I feel like you already know the answer. If you're wondering if you like someone romantically or platonically, you probably like them romantically.
That makes sense.
Maybe you don't want a relationship with them. Maybe you're just attracted to them. You could just want to be friends. Like, there's a lot of things on the spectrum of being in a relationship. But at the end of the day, if you think you have romantic feelings for them and you're not sure, you probably do to some degree. Maybe not full blown in love or like do anything you want with them, but like you're interested, right? You're interested in the concept.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, a little bit romantic, a little bit kissy kissy, huggy huggy kind of situation. So, how old are you?
I'm 14.
Yeah, okay. So I get why you're a little confused, just in terms of like emotions start hitting hard at this age. Like you're just like, what the hell's going on? These chemicals hurt. But at the end of the day, those chemicals are gonna be there, and you're gonna figure out what they mean, over time, and what exact emotions kind of build up and end up being. But I think a good rule of thumb is, if you're wondering if you have a crush on somebody, you probably do.
All right.
All right. Now, in terms
Thank
of
you.
going after this person, I wish you a lot. Bit my fucking cheek. Oh my god. Oh, that hurt so bad.
What happened?
I bit my cheek. Oh my god. How did I
Are
end
you
up doing that? I'm fine. Don't worry about me. In terms of oh god, that hurt so bad. In terms of going after this person, I wish you luck. Especially at 14, it can get a little messy. But if you really feel these emotions are overpowering, it's better to know and go for it, and they get rejected than it is to just never know. I want to leave you with that. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
No problem. Have a great one.
Bye.
Hi. I hurt so bad. It's not bleeding. Tucker, I'll buy a Patreon membership next week. Whenever you want, bro. What kind of constitutes a soft flirt and a hard flirt? A hard flirt is like... Well, a hard flirt would be talking dirty. Flirting is just, God damn, you fucking look good. And then soft flirts are like, I really like your hair. Nice shoes. Like, friendly compliments. Pebble, I like your name. How do I call in? You join the Discord. Get in the queue and give me a ring. What is the age limit? Whatever. As long as they're human. As long as you're a person.
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Hi, Pebble.
No, it's like my first time, and I don't even speak English as first language.
Got it. But what can I do for you?
Well, I had a little story, and I wanted your opinion.
Okay.
All right, so I had this friend, female friend, and we've been knowing each other for like 1 year or so. And then summer comes. We go through June, and then she stops speaking to me out of nowhere. And then I tried to reach to her because I was feeling low at the same time. I was not doing too well, and she just ignored me and asked me to keep her account. I mean, to use her account of a game because she couldn't, and then she just stopped speaking to me again.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
Well, in this story, I'm as confused as you because I have as much information as you, right? So she just dropped off out of nowhere. And that's hurtful and confusing, but in these situations, it's better not to think about it, and that sounds shitty, but listen to my logic. Because if someone just leaves your life out of nowhere, right? Then you're having a good time, they're gone. There's like 5 options, and none of them are worth thinking about because they didn't do it properly. Either they really liked someone else and they thought it was weird that you were talking to each other, so they didn't have the emotional maturity and they didn't say anything and they left. Something horrible happened in their life and they didn't have the emotional maturity to let you know about it, so they left. They hated you and they didn't have the emotional maturity to let you know about it, so they left. All of these things are not worth thinking about because they didn't respect you enough to give you the information.
Mm.
This shouldn't apply to your life. Like, it sucks that it happened, but they just left. They're gone, man. That happened, and it sucks because it's like you were watering a flower, right? Like,
Yeah.
you put effort into this relationship, and you water a flower, and every day it grows a little bit, grows a little bit, grows a little bit. You wake up one morning, and the pot's gone. The flower's what? What the fuck? I just put a month's worth or a year's worth of water into this flower. But there's no way you're ever going to find out what happened to that flower, unless that flower just
Yeah.
comes
The
back.
fact is that for this year, I supported her, and when she was feeling low, I was there.
Right.
And then, as I said, she ignored me. Went on campus, if I remember right. And then just when I asked her about it, she just said that she has a busy schedule.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Ah, okay.
Well, I'm not saying like everyone has busy schedules, dog, if you're in college, but it's bullshit that she just can't explain that to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you had to go and find her and figure out what the hell's going on. Like, if whatever the hell's going on, she didn't feel like she needed to tell you about it, which is unfair to you. And she used you if you put all this effort into her, and then she just leaves. Like, she used you, which sucks. But you're better than this person, and you're wasting time worrying about what they think about you or what actually happened. You have all this preparation now and how to fucking be nice to people. Put it towards something else. You're putting all this mental effort on something that really doesn't need it, nor will it get any better.
I see.
Just skedaddle, my guy. Also, where are you from? The chat really wants to know.
Oh, Italy.
Where?
Italy.
Oh, wow, that was the first guess. Good job, person in chat.
Ah.
But, yes. Listen to what I said. I got a little distracted there. I love the Italians. But at the end of the day, Sicily is not a different country, right? It's a city.
No, it is a different country.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the major part of the problem.
Okay, yeah, because Sicilians. I know Sicilians are a different breed. Anyway, don't worry too much about this, my guy. All right, you're worth more than that, and you got a little shit on, but just focus your efforts into someone else. Someone else that's going to treat you better. It's not your fault that you got tangled up with a bad person. It's your fault for being stuck on it. So just keep running for it. All right.
All right.
All right. Bless your heart.
Thanks a lot, Father.
No problem. Sicilians are the one with the flag. Does that make sense? I don't know if I gotta look it up. 1 second. Sicilian flag. Hold on. I'll just look on my phone. Sicilian flag. Yeah. I was right. Look like that. Focus. It's like the dude. It's like a head and a bunch of little legs coming out of it. Different region? He lied? He lied? They're not their own country? Bullshit. I just got fibbed to by an Italian? After all the good things I said about the Italians. Just Salad. First of all, that's the name of a restaurant. I don't know if you know that. In Chicago, there's a chain called Just Salad. But I've seen you before, right? Or am I just having Mandela effect because I see that restaurant around? Google is free, father. Fuck you. Hi, Bobby. Onion, you a wet wimp. What? That's a wild thing to call somebody.
Hello, Father.
Hey, Just Salad. Have I spoken to you before?
No. Well, I changed originally my name on the Discord was Just Ray, but I changed it to Just Salad.
Do you know about the restaurants called Just Salad?
No.
All right, it's a big chain in Chicago. You know what they sell?
I think it's around the neighborhood though.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it around.
They just sell salad. But what can I do for you, my guy?
I'm asking for a little bit of advice, Father,
Okay.
because so I knew this girl when I was in high school. I don't talk to her anymore, and that's just really bothering me because I knew once we graduated, it's just gonna be the hey, we disappear, we don't talk to each other.
Yeah.
So I had a crush on her since freshman year of high school. I never bothered to tell her because in my mind, I knew she was way out of my league.
Right.
So how it worked was I was very friendly. I was like a big brother to her. Even though me and her were the same age, I gave that brotherly energy to people.
Right.
So I generally I would give hints that I would like her, which were very noticeable because who just brings snacks to the class only for that table and gives them the main amount of snacks?
Right.
But that's her perspective. But and she had a habit of also grabbing my hand naturally. Like I wouldn't like put my hand out for her to do anything. I would just like zone out in the middle of class and she would grab my hand.
That's cute.
Like she'll hold my hand for the whole class for no reason. It didn't bother me.
Yeah.
It didn't really bother
That guy.
me.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
kind of a green flag,
But
but
yeah. What's worse is junior year when we all had a quarantine for COVID, she would genuinely text me one for classwork or just to like start up a conversation.
yeah.
So my hopes were super high until one of her close friends, I still consider them a D bag for this. They kind of C blocked me. You feel me?
Yeah.
So he hit me with she doesn't it doesn't look like she's into you, and he basically said, oh yeah, she is dating a guy. I'm like, all right. She could have probably told me this, but that was her.
Was she actually dating a guy?
Yeah, she was dating a guy,
All right.
but there was so much problems within her relationship, and she would tell me this. And in my head, my hopes were high because I'm like, if she dumps him, I got a chance.
Right.
Like I was ready.
Right.
But no, they're still together as of now, as we speak. They're still together.
Damn.
But the problem that really bothers me is one, she told me that he's kind of a piece of garbage, and that he's into feet.
That's
Really
a tough
bothers
one.
me. The fetish one bothers me a little bit because she caught him with 500 plus images of other people's feet on his phone, which is huge red flag on my sake.
Yeah. I don't listen.
Yeah.
I don't want to kink shame, but that's
Like I'm not kink shaming, but
that's a lot
I
of
would always
that's a lot of pictures
Yeah.
of anything. If he had like
Pictures
500
of
pictures of cows, that would be an issue. But
Yeah.
he had 500 pictures of feet, so
yeah. So I was questioning that in my mind for a while, and I'm like, how does that relationship work when he comes to her house saying, "Honey, whip out them grippers," like
put those grippers away.
it's away. But yeah, after we graduated, which was June 7th, I'm 18, and my mind I'm still super lonely. My brain still looks for a relationship from time to time in my own brain, but I don't bother to pursue one.
Yeah. The plight of a single
But-
man.
Yeah.
Like God, I wish I wasn't
But-
single. Back to video.
But I
back
also
to
like
Fortnite.
it.
Yeah.
Back to video games. Back to Apex Legends, not sponsored.
Yep. It's literally just it's
Yeah.
the grass is always greener mentality. You know, whenever
Yeah.
like, are you in college yet? Are you going to college?
I'm taking a gap year after these 3 months that pass. I am gonna go to college. I'm tempted to go to UIC because my mentor he went there
Yeah.
and he's telling me about like a full ride scholarship for me to go there
Is UIC
and like be on campus.
What is UIC? University of what is
Of
it? Indiana?
Illinois.
Of Illinois. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I visited UIC one time. That was insane.
Yeah. My mentor was great,
It's fucking.
and I ended up
didn't go to a state.
I ended up becoming a mentor for other kids.
Yeah. Okay. So regardless, what I'm saying is, once you end up going to school, lonely boy hours are over. Like you're gonna find your people, but you're gonna find girls. It's not gonna be an issue, and it's so classic, dude. Like it's what everyone says. Like, pardon me. Whenever you go
That's all right.
once you step away from high school, dude, you step away from high school. Like, you'll see a picture of this girl 2 years from now, and you'll be like, oh yeah, like it's not gonna be, you know what I mean? Like you'll think about her sometimes, but it's gonna fade. And also, you're gonna realize, I want to talk about the single boy versus the dating boy situation, especially at your age, dude. It's so funny because I was always the single kid. I didn't have a girlfriend in college, and what it's like, the grass is always greener for dudes. Because whenever a dude's not in a relationship, it's like 2 in the morning, and you're looking at that empty half of your mid-sized queen bed, and you're like, fuck, I wish someone was in this bed.
Finally.
But then you can go
Slowly.
at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, get some ice cream, and just sit there, and then play video games, and then go drink it with your friends. You have no responsibility. Whereas the guys who are in relationships, they look at you and they don't even realize what they got, and they're just, oh god, I wish I was single. I didn't have all this bullshit I have to deal with. Like, it's just, you're always never gonna be happy. That's the male relationship condition. So
Yeah. What's worse is, like, after our high school graduation, a week passes. I text her everything where I'm like, hey, I used to like you. Then I don't know what's wrong with my brain at that time. I just said, I'm going to remove her from everything.
Yeah.
Like, I removed her from, like, she had my phone number and my social media. She don't have that no more. Let's just say that.
Damn. Well, I mean,
But
that's
what's worse is I work at a pizzeria for the moment. I'm working. And I saw her at my job as a customer. I'm like, well, what do I do here?
you just suck
My
it up.
coworker almost screwed. Yeah, my coworker almost screwed me over by saying my name out loud. And I'm like, well, time to pray to Jesus.
Listen,
God, please.
you did the right thing. If you want to get over somebody, you did the right thing. I don't know if like the info bomb then.
I think at this point I got over her.
What'd you say?
I think at this point I kind of got over her. It's just awkward of how I left it off with her,
Yeah, definitely.
and just
It's
that's the only terrifying part because women scare me a good amount.
women scare every
It's-
man.
I-
That's how it goes, my
Yeah.
guy. They're
Yeah.
it's like this weird roadblock we got to get over because they are people. They're just fucking people, and then it's like this weird mating ritual gets in our fucking head, and we feel like we have to be someone that we're not. But once you get over that hump, life becomes really fun. Once you just be yourself in front of women, and a lot of them aren't gonna like you, but that's what it is. In terms of dating, at least, they might think you're a cool dude, but they won't want to date you if you be yourself. But it's better to be yourself, find a girl who likes yourself, than it is to pretend to be someone, start dating someone, and having to pretend to be yourself the fucking whole time. That's how people start going spiraling out of control because their life's a fucking lie. So just be yourself, shoot your shots, go to college, at the very least for a couple years. If you don't like it, get out. It's not worth the debt. But throw yourself into social situations. Don't just be a sad boy. All right?
I'm just questioning. I'm like, isn't the Joe Biden thing where he covers over student loans?
Wait, what?
Did he? I think Joe Biden covered over everyone's student loans at this
No,
point.
only 10 grand.
Hey, it's enough. It's enough.
Hey, I'll take it, but it's not gonna cover my fucking loans. It's got me. It's a dent, but it's not a fucking dig. Regardless, shout out Joe for helping me out, but fucking do what you gotta do. All right, my guy. All right.
Just be myself and just talk to people. I'm a friendly guy in general, so talking to people is not a hard task. But
Yeah. Just fucking don't worry about this girl. It'll be over soon. All right, my guy.
yeah.
Bless
Thank you, Father Tucker,
Bless your heart,
for your wisdom.
No problem, dog. Have a good one. Space Nub. That's a hilarious name. Thank you for the sub. There was also another sub that I did not see. Hold on. I'm going to go find it. I'm going to let you know that I appreciate you. Golden Boy Ya with the 1 month Prime sub. Not a regular sub. Thank you. And Vault Boy 342 with the resub with Prime. Thank you. And Snow Globe Crusade with the Prime sub. Thank you. I hope you guys are all still here. Sorry that I didn't see that. Up next. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da. Who was here first? I think Max was. Max?
Hello?
Oh, your Mac quality is fantastic. Hi, Max.
Hi. Okay. This is kind of stupid, I guess.
Sure.
So there's this girl at work that I only talk to about work stuff. But,
Okay.
like, 2 months ago, when I first started, like, talking to her as, like, a friend, because we don't hang out much outside of work related stuff, I started to like her, and then I kept telling myself, you know what, fuck it, no, it's not worth it, it's not worth it. And then now I'm just like, shit, I'm too deep in it.
Yeah.
I can't get out.
Well,
So
what do you do for work?
I do audio engineering and voice acting.
No shit. Yeah. No shit. Everyone in the chat's like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you got a voice, my guy. Wow. So how did you meet her at work? What do you do? Like, do you go to a place for work?
It's more this is horrible. This is gonna look so bad, but it's more like online stuff.
Okay, that's fun,
'Cause,
dude.
'cause
Nowadays, that's how I
projects.
met my girlfriend. Like,
Okay, thank God.
literally, like, if you look at the chart of how people meet each other now, like 80% of people are meeting online. That's how people find relationships now, which is post-apocalyptic and weird and dystopian, but it's how it is. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. But in terms of, like, are you worried about dating this girl because it's work? Like, you don't want to shit where you eat?
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't want to mix them together, but at
What-
the same time, fuck.
What kind of work do you do with this girl?
I do like I host projects, I do directing, I do sound design, so I need actors to help me. So it's
Oh.
more of like,
That's a power dynamic,
It's-
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ah,
So I'm just like, it's not gonna be good.
that's so tough, my guy. That sucks so much. There's no real good answer here. You're in a tough situation, my guy. I mean, love always wins in some corny way. I don't know exactly how you should go about this just because, you know, a lot of things can go wrong. And if you shoot your shot, she might feel uncomfortable because you're, like, technically above her in the rankings. And it's also the
Yeah.
situation where, you know, like if it goes wrong, it's the same thing where if you, hit on another server while you're a server, you have to see her every day. It's not great all around. But if there's ever a lull in work and you guys aren't working together anymore, I think I would go for it then.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
because
fuck it.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't think we're gonna not be working with each other anytime soon,
Right,
because the projects that we have together are quite long term.
right.
So I'm just like, fuck. Do I just shoot my shot, or is it just gone?
Man, I just don't. In terms of self-preservation, I would say don't do it. But it depends. Like,
Don't do it.
yeah, I would say don't do it just because we both know why not do it. But at the end of the day, dude, like that's just fucking so tough. You're in such a bad situation. Like this is, it's like hearing like a manager who fell in love with his employee. Like it's just not good. It's just like fucking tough, my guy. Do you do any work that people would know of by any chance?
Do I do any? Probably not.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
I feel like you could do a good Markiplier impression.
God, dude, for like 2 years straight, every time I go on Discord, is that Markiplier? Discount Markiplier? Walmart? Dollar store?
Every time people have told me I should do voice acting, but it's a different sense of voice acting. Like voice acting in the sense of what's his face, the guy who does Bob's Burgers. Like my voice is unique enough where I can just do the same bit over again, but I can't just do different voices. But like with you got the bass, and every time, hello everybody, it's Markiplier, like that fucking.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier.
Oh, Chica. Like just that fucking deep shit. Regardless, I'm going off tangent. You're fucked. Hate to tell you, you're in a tough situation, but. Just keep your eyes open for lulls or ability. If, say, you get fired, I don't know. I'm sure you're a freelancer, so that doesn't even make sense. But, look for opportunities. If you're really deeply in love with this person, you get really good signals back. Maybe shoot your shot then, but I need you to be 100% sure you're getting signals back. Like, she needs to be throwing it at you for you to go
God.
for it. I know, because I don't want you to fuck yourself over. That'd be awful. Love is never worth ruining your career over, in my opinion. So, fucking be smart.
God.
That's all I want you to do. Be smart.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Father.
No problem. And I don't have any opportunities for you to work for me, but I will figure something out because I want your voice to be in something. Okay?
All right. Sick.
If I
Hit me
start a
up.
YouTube channel, I'll have you come and you're like, it's time for Father Tug on. Me and my roommate have this joke where we just we're idiots and we do this thing where we pretend we're a radio DJ and we just like we'll just talk. You know, they do that thing where they between songs they're like, "Welcome back to WFKC." Like we're picking it up right back where we found it. You're listening to the flavor. Like we love doing that. And I would
What?
love-
You're just like, welcome back to the Down Bad Patrol. You're on with Father Tucker.
Yes.
Fucking.
We'll figure that out. We'll figure something out. Just fucking
Hell yeah.
be active in the Discord so I can find you. Okay, bud?
Will do.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Father.
Bless your heart. I like people with good voices. I find that so interesting. Yo, he did it. Hey, Father, what's your glizzy gobbling record? I don't eat hot dogs that often. They gross me out. I'm going to get some water, though. So I'm going to play a little music. And I'm going to disappear. Ready? 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 Poof. Whoa, where'd I go? Where'd I go? I'll be right back. I'm back. Yeah, what's going on? Why is everyone saying P? Tucker Satan confirmed. Yes, it's in my fucking bio. I'm just gonna take it out of my bio though, because no one reads that anyway. Toaster Boy, how we doing, pimp?
Hello.
Hello. What can I do for you?
I'm gonna need some advice on something. I apologize.
Toaster Boy, how we doing, pimp?
I'm doing good today.
Awesome. What can I do for you?
I have this.
I'm gonna need some... Hold up. Turn down the stream in the background.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
You're good.
So I'm still in high school. I think I have like a year or two left, depending on the college I'm going to. So I don't really have much time. So I met this girl once. We were in class. It was just one class, and I knew her from other people. Like I heard about her from other people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I attempted talking to her, but things got shut down pretty fast. I was never able to like do any sort of communication after that. It was just one interaction, and I'm pretty sure she didn't even hear me at that time. So I don't know what to do now.
So you have a crush on a girl, and you just tried to shoot your shot and it didn't work out?
Yeah, no, I didn't really shoot my shot. I just tried to make small talk, and it got shut down pretty quick.
Well, did she not hear you, or did she shut you down?
Nah, I got shut down. She told me she had to leave, and she just left, and I never saw her since.
All right. Well, just, you swung and you missed. That's going to happen a lot, my guy.
Yeah, I know that happens a lot. Like, I knew it was gonna happen, but I just can't get it out of my mind at this point. Like,
You can't get the
it's
fact that you got
just
rejected out of your mind, or her out of your mind?
Nah, like her, I feel I cringe at myself every time I remember that.
Yeah.
And I still have a crush on her for some reason.
That's natural. I did things in high school. I'm 25 now, and I still cringe. Like trying to in the shower, it happens a lot when I'm just in my own head. Like I'll think about some dumb shit I did. I'm trying to think of an example to make you feel better. Let's see. I mean, I used to walk up to girls all the time and try and shoot my shot, and I would just fucking. There was this one time I was in high school. Here's a good one. And I was at the Blackstone Valley in Shrewsbury, Massachusetts, which is like a mall.
Mm.
And I went up to a girl and I shot my shot in front of all my friends, and she said, "You're weird." And I said, "Thank you," because I couldn't think of what to say.
Dang.
And like to this day, laying in my bed, I'll just yell. I'll just lay down and go, "Ah!" And just like roll over and be like, "Oh Jesus Christ, why did I fucking do that?" And those things stick with you. But it's you got one thing you got to remember is that person is not even in the realm of thinking about that. Like you feel cringy about it, but that person's not thinking about it at all. They're never gonna be like, "Remember that time that person did that weird shit?" Like no, it's 100% your bias. Like it's your life, you're in your own body, and you think you're the main character. But when these things happen, it's 100% it's in your own head. You're not. These awkward things don't last for other people. That being said, being stuck on a girl is a different thing. It makes sense, but it's going to take some time. I'm sure you've already been in it for a long time, but over time, your feelings start to fade. But the best way to get over these things is to focus on other people. Stop comparing them to that one person you're in love with.
But I don't really have much other people in my life.
Yeah.
I live alone. I have like one friend, and I work alone. So
Well, I'm not saying in terms of like people that to bounce off of, that's going to help too, but in terms of like romantic interests, it's
no, this was my first one. Like
well, there
this
you
was the first time I ever had a crush
Well,
on
no
somebody.
shit. It's hitting you so hard, my guy. That's the worst time to have, like, the worst crush you have is the first one.
I never had a crush on somebody before. Like I
Yeah.
thought I wasn't capable of that. I was like, I'm gonna be alone forever,
First of
and
all,
I believed that until I had a crush on somebody. Then
well, this is your first one, my guy, and it's strong. It hurts. It's like your first alcoholic beverage. It's gonna hit you hard, my guy. But
yeah,
it's just because it's the first one. Like, you're in deep, but over time, dude, it's gonna get easier and easier. You just gotta wait it out. And I know that's terrible advice to give to somebody because you're like, fuck that. What do I gotta do now to make this stop hurting so much? But I'm telling you, things move fast. Give it 3 months. You'll be in a better position. You'll look back at yourself right now and be like, what the fuck was I doing? 6 months, you'll be looking back at yourself at 3 months thinking, what the fuck was I doing? Like, and I know 3 months and 6 months seem like a ridiculous amount of time because you're going off the school system. But stay the
no,
course.
it's not really that long. That interaction was like 3 months ago exactly. So
Okay, and there you go. That's what I'm telling you. Like, it's just gonna get better and better. You just gotta stay the course, and also keep your eyes open for the next romantic interest. Because if you just focus on this one, it's never gonna get better. Keep your eyes open for the next best thing, because it's gonna be there. All right?
yeah, thanks, father.
No problem, Toaster Boy. Get it done. Bless your heart.
Thank you.
I'm done with the ads. How do you have ads? You got a sub. Maybe you just subbed today. You just subbed. Oh, that's why. Okay, that's why you're saying it, because you're paying for the ads. Got it. All right. Yeah, I use terrorist tactics to make people sub to me. You're not going to sub? You miss out on stories. You're going to have to watch ads. Mwahaha! Ad, yes, exactly. Why are the ads so long? I don't know. I don't decide that, I don't think. A lot of people don't understand that I have no fucking clue what I'm doing when it comes to Twitch. I have to ask people whenever I have like a new thing. Like, if I can move my body real quick. That wheel, I don't know how to get it away. I don't know how to take it out. And it's just going to be here. Watch, I can make it spin. Ready? Woo! Spin. Yeah! I don't know what it does. I don't know how to get rid of it. Good evening, Father. Been a while. Love to see ya. I haven't got an ad all stream. Good for you. Crew. Is there more than one of you? Why is your name Crew? Where do I go to talk to you? You go to the Discord or Patreon, where I answer people's private messages. After every stream, people are like, hey, can you just respond to me? Why aren't you responding to me? You should see how many Discord messages I get after the stream. Hi, Crew.
Hi.
What up, boy?
Okay. So there's a good amount to unpack.
All right.
But basically, this girl, I'll call her basically, she wouldn't leave me alone. Like, every time I'm in front of, like, the girl I like, right, she would, she would like try to kiss me and stuff like that and make it seem like we're dating.
Yeah.
So then, whenever I tried to tell her to just leave me alone, she would always try to what's it called start rumors about me, like what's it called like how one time she had said that I had tried to kiss her when she's been the one doing it,
Yeah.
and it kind of just like messing me up a lot lately.
Have you gotten anyone
I
involved?
just don't. Mainly it's just me, her, and then the girl I like.
Well, yeah, but you're in
Because
school, right?
now, yeah,
Like, I know in this fucked up world, like, men getting sexually harassed is not a big issue. Like, people don't take it as seriously, which is fucked. But if you bring it up to a teacher or a counselor, like, first of all, get ahead of it. Because if she's starting rumors about you now, we don't want things to get out of hand. We don't want her to be fucking, ruining your life over some rejection shit. So I would get someone involved now, because this is not cool, and it's fucked up, and you get an adult involved, like, no one's going to make fun of you, and if they do, they're in the wrong, but this will be handled quietly and quickly. And you'll get it on the record that, this person's doing these awful things. This is something to get someone involved with now, because I could see this getting really bad really quick.
okay,
And if she gets talked to, and most likely she'll calm the fuck down, but if she doesn't, then you can bring it up again, and then real consequences happen. So you're setting yourself up for success regardless. So get someone involved now, my guy.
mm-hmm.
And I know it's embarrassing, and it's weird, especially like with societal norms being like, oh, you're a dude and a girl's coming on to you and you don't like that, pussy? Like, fuck that. You don't. It's
Yeah.
annoying. It's ruining your chances with someone you actually like. So talk to someone about it.
Okay,
All right?
yeah,
Okay. Best course of action. I've seen it work several times in my lifetime, and it's worth doing.
okay.
All
Thank
right.
you.
No problem. Bless your heart. PBS Kids Special. Tell an adult. Lurker has subscribed tier 1. They're subscribed for 2 months. Thank you. And then Bet My Fortune handed out a sub a long time ago. I love how he just Bet My Fortune shows up, dishes out a sub. What's up, guys? Bah! Makes someone day. I'm so not healthy right now. Bid Killer. What are you, an auctioneer? What is that? Chat pause due to scroll. I think it's funny that I think when people have themselves muted, they have it. Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, Big Killer.
No. It's a running joke between my friends because they made a bet and I decided to fucking drop their bet, and so, Bid Killer.
All right. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm looking for some advice here, sir.
Yep.
Well, recently I'm going to be shipping off to the Navy, and I'm dating this girl, and I don't know what to do.
How old are you?
I'm lost. She's currently finishing her senior year of high school. I'm 17.
Okay.
And she's finishing her senior year of high school. I'm also 17. Well, she's 17 as well. Shit, I'm losing my mind. And I'm just lost on what to do. Like, should I let her go her separate way? Should I go my separate way? Or should I go to basic training and go from there?
If you want to try and make it work and put in the effort, fuck it. But I think that going your separate ways is going to save you. I mean, to quote someone that I don't remember the name of, you're not a man until you kick an ass, get your ass kicked, break a heart, and have your heart broken. And, this is a part of being 18 is really where you have your first big heartbreak. So if you go your separate ways, I think it would save you a lot, and you could end on good terms instead of things just getting shitty and you leaving. You can always reconnect after whatever the fuck's going on. I think ending it on good terms and being like, listen, let's just be smart about this, and skedaddling, I think that's probably the best course of action.
All right.
And it's nothing she'll understand, you'll understand. Like, let's just be smart. I want this to end on good terms because I've seen it go. And maybe she'll be like, no, like, let's try and make this work, and then try and make it work. But if she understands that, like, maybe it's probably best to let things end now, then do it. Just make it a conversation.
All right.
All right.
And also another question before I get going. how do I, what's the word? Um, explain my emotion because I don't know how to show it. I was never taught how to show emotions. So,
So, what emotion are you trying to show? Fear, kind of?
like, anything really. I was told always that if you're sad, you bottle it up. You're angry, you push it down. You don't get angry at people. Basically, become numb.
Yeah,
And I've been doing that, and I've been trying to become more vulnerable, and I don't know how.
it's scary. It's like getting naked in front of people, dude. It's fucking terrifying. But it's one of those things. It's slowly exposing yourself to that side of life. Like, I was raised in a New England family. Luckily, I didn't have it as bad as other people, but you see it. You know what I mean? Anger's the only thing that people in New England express. And it's a fun way to live, but it's not a healthy way to live. This is that classic John Mulaney joke where he's like, I have all these emotions, I'm going to put them right here, and then one day I'll die. Like, that's the game plan for most men where I come from. But being open and honest with your emotions, it's not hard. It's there. It's just the fact that you're scared to do it and what's going to have the outcomes. Like, you know what your emotions are, right? Like, if
Yeah.
you get, you're in a, whatever, someone cuts you off on the highway, you know you're angry. It's not the fact that you don't know what to do. It's just the fact that you don't know how to express it. And how to, like with this girl, you have these emotions, right? You love her a lot. You want to break up to save both of your skins, and then like you have all these emotions, you don't know how to express them. I always suggest write it all out. Write exactly what you're feeling. Da 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 da. Fucking say everything you want on a piece of paper. You don't have to say it to anyone, but once you have those emotions clear and in front of you, then you can break down like you're watching the football tapes. Like break down exactly where it's coming from, and then once you have those thoughts all in your head, just say them out loud. Just say them out loud to her or alone in your room in the fucking mirror. That's going to get you better and better at expressing yourself. And then it's like improv in the sense of like when it's a scripted show versus an improv show. Like a scripted show is a bit easier because you have the script. You know what you want to think and you know what you want to say and you can just do it. But then it becomes you slowly get better and better and you're able to just do it on the fly. But it's going to take time. I don't think you're going to be able to do it right away, but it's something you have to work at. And if you work at it, exposure therapy wise, you'll be better at it. But writing it out first is the best course of action, I think.
All right. Thank you, Father.
No problem, Big Killer. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Rocks are nice. What the fuck is going on in this chat? I just give people rocks. I use gifs to show my emotions. Your dad's a hoe is the username. Hello, Father. Hello, Calvi. Hey, I've been in queue for over an hour now. Can I get moved up soon? Possibly. There's people in this queue, though, that have been there since it's probably 10 in the morning. So, some people, the queue's done by time. And Inky, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in front of you. So, sorry, pimp. I got there quicker.
Hello, Father.
Hey, what's up with your name, bro?
My name, it's a running joke between a couple of my friends. It's basically a whole family thing.
Okay. Well, Q was locked. It's still done by time, though. Sorry, I'm explaining this. It's done by time, so the people got there before you. Anyway, what can I do for you? Your dad's a hoe.
I am... Hang on, I've got your stream running in the background. I have a headset on.
You good?
So I've been dating this person for about a month now. Maybe a little bit over. But, and I'm worried that they might have lost interest.
Okay.
And I don't know what to do because they're kind of, I guess it's an overthinking thing, and I don't know what specifically to do.
You talk about it.
Well, I've tried talking to her about it, but it's like she really doesn't want to talk about it. And I'm confused on what I should do from here.
You gotta really, it doesn't matter if she doesn't want to talk about it, it's your relationship. And it's not you versus her, it's you and her versus the problem. And there's a problem here. And it's regardless if she is losing interest or not, it's how you feel. And you want to express that, you know what I mean? You're like, listen, I feel like you're losing interest, or at the very least putting in less effort. And
Mhm.
it's a relationship. Relationships are effort on both sides. And you break that down for her. And then you say, so what do you think? Where are you at in this? And if, like you said, she doesn't explain it, then you'd be like, well, listen, I'm not going to run around and feel like shit. You don't have to say it like this, but the mentality should be, if you're getting hurt every day because this person's not treating you right, what's the point of being
Mhm.
there? And I know you really care about this person. It's usually how relationships go. But if they're not putting in the work, what's the point? You're just getting hurt every single day. And I don't want the term.
Well,
Go ahead.
it's not really the fact of they're hurting me. It's I'm worried. I guess it's like an overthinking. I guess I'm kind of putting too much thought into it, and they're worrying me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's hurting. That's mental hurt. It's giving you stress and anxiety. And maybe you are overthinking, but maybe you can explain that out to her. Like, you need answers from her right now. And if
Mhm.
you have to be open and honest in a relationship for it to work. And if you bring these things up and she just ignores them, not great.
Mhm.
And if you're worried about things ending, first of all, things end. It's fine. It's gonna suck, but it's fine. But at the end of the day, if you're worried about things ending and she's not fucking giving you, if she's not doing a good job of being in a relationship, it's just a conversation you have to have.
Thank you, Father.
No problem. But what you need to do when you have this conversation is, because people can be flighty about their emotions, and I get that. They're skittish. But you got to stay the course. You know what I mean? Make a statement.
Yep.
Like, what the hell's going on? And when they, it's like trying to catch a fish with your bare hand. They'll squirt. No. Put the net around it. Like, don't let things get out of the way. Because especially in text conversations, I've been in so many situations where you start with a thing you want to get done, and then you read back the text, and you're like a mile away from where you started. Like, stay the course. Have an express question or an express concern, and then whenever she goes, be like, no. Back. Let's get back to this point. And then if you can't get there, you can't get there, and that's an issue you'll figure out yourself. But try your best to stay on course. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Have a good one. Your dad's a hoe. Bless your heart.
Thank you, Father.
No problem. Anyway, Luash Salad.
Yo, it's me. I'm back.
What up?
What's up?
What's going on?
So I broke up with him.
Okay.
And he has been non-stop texting me. I was like, yo, maybe we just, need to take some space. You need to work on yourself, reevaluate yourself, this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just say that didn't register through his mind. And he won't leave me alone.
Like physically or internet wise?
Texting me like through my phone number. He's been asking me to hang out. I've said no. And literally the night that I told him like, hey, I think it would just be better if we were friends because this, that, and the third. He sent me a TikTok of a guy getting his girl flowers without the girl even asking and saying, I wish I could have done this for you. But the moment when we were together, I asked him, I was like, when are you going to give me some flowers? He's like, I'm not spending my money on that.
Okay. So listen, this is classic manipulator behavior. Because it's so funny to me. It happens so often. And I've explained this on the show before, because humans, you make mistakes with humans, right? And it's not like, I'm trying to think of an example. Like you fail a test. Test failed. You should have studied. End. That's it. But with people, when you fuck up, they're still standing right in front of you. They're still relatively the same person. And in a manipulator's mind, they're like, no, I'll just get it back. Like, oh no. Okay, sorry. I'll change. I'll buy you flowers. I should have bought you flowers. Like they're wormy. They'll find any fucking way to get back where they were because they had what they wanted. Now they don't. And that's the long and short of it. And now he's putting in the effort. Oh, now I wish I bought you flowers. And if you go back,
so stupid because I have literally told him, stop texting me or I'm gonna block you because like I need space. And he's like, oh, okay, I'll respect that. Like, you know, and I sent him this long paragraph of it kind of, you know, pisses me off that you're trying to, you know, change now when I told you the things that wasn't working in our relationship. And it's kind of ironic that you're now trying to change them and that you're now asking for forgiveness. And he was just like, oh, I still regretted it when we were together, blah, blah, blah. And I hated myself when I did it. And I was like, then why didn't you stop yourself?
Yeah.
And just,
He's full
I
of
blocked
shit.
him though, but yeah.
Even if he's well, the problem with these kind of people are they're not full of shit because they actually believe the shit. So in his mind, like all these emotions are real. Like he's like, oh, I wish I did that. If only I knew my actions would have consequences. Golly, you didn't tell me that. Like, yeah, no shit, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. Should totally send him the Bruno Mars song. Let him reminisce on that one for a bit.
Well, why don't you block him?
I did. I forgot to block him on Instagram.
Oh, so
and he's just been like, send me memes. You have the best memes. Oh, and I'm like, I muted the chat and restricted and blocked him because I couldn't.
Yeah, it gets me tight when girls are like, you know, he just keeps texting me every day. What do I do? I'm like, there's ways to fix this situation. Fucking block the dude. And I know dudes are scary. So, like, if you piss one off, you're afraid they're going to do something. I get that. But at the end of the day, you're doing great. Fuck him. But, like, recognize. I'm glad you also recognize it. But a lot of people can get wrapped up, men and women, when something like, you give them the consequences and they're like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, they'll just, like, they're reading scripts. Like, I wish I bought you flowers. Did that do anything? No? Okay. You have the best memes. That didn't do anything? Okay. They're just, like, trying to find a way in. So, don't let them back in. You're worth more than this fucking asshole. And move on with your life. Aren't you 18, 19? You're a kid, right?
Yeah, I am 18. But, yeah. On top of that, I rekindled, like, a connection with an old guy. We're talking. Nothing bad. I'm not moving on. I'm moving on. Still, you know, taking time for myself, you know.
Good.
But, he was a guy who literally bought me, like, a lot of shit, and I hurt that man's fucking heart, and now I'm just trying to, you know...
Damage control?
Yeah, I'm trying to, like, forgive myself and forgive, like, what I did, because I literally, like, he bought me, I think, around $200 worth of stuff, and on top of that, he was gonna buy me a PC, and I ghosted this man for, like, a whole month.
Ooh. Well, okay. If you're gonna get back in this fucking dude's life, don't let him buy you shit.
I won't.
That's awful. But
yeah.
I mean, some people's love languages are gift giving. My love language is gift giving. It's too bad I'm broke, but I do like getting gifts for people. But at the end of the day, you know, you owe him. You don't owe him anything. You do owe him besides like an apology.
Yeah, I did apologize, and I was like, "Yo, here's what happened. Can you forgive me?" And he's like, I can't forgive you, but you're gonna have to give me time. And I'm like, shit, all I got is time, you know? So yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, props for breaking up with her. Fuck that dude. Or for breaking up with him. Fuck that dude. And let's coast. Work on yourself right now. Don't throw yourself into some bullshit. Because every time you call me, you got some new bullshit. So I want like at least 2 weeks of you just being a person and just living and growing and thriving and learning. All right?
Alrighty. Thank you, Father.
No problem. Bless your heart.
You too. Bye.
Hello, my name is Props, and I'm the Discord, and my Discord name is Bot. I'm new here, and I wish to be cleansed again. I don't know what that means. That sounds horny. Zeus. Luke.
Hello there, Father.
Hello, son. What can I do for you?
Okay, so, about like a year back, I was down bad, right? Like, seriously. So I have one of two stories because I don't want to be long. I don't want to take up too much time. Would you want to hear the most insane story or like a medium insane?
Why would I not pick the most insane story?
Most insane? Alrighty, I gotta.
This is like the when you go to like the movie theater and the medium's overpriced, so you buy the large.
Yeah.
Like, why are you giving me the false option? Of course, I'm gonna pick.
I actually worked at a movie theater during the time of the story, so.
Oh wow!
Funny.
Yeah. Look at that.
All right. So I have this friend. We're gonna call him Snoopy because I'm not gonna use real names.
Got it.
All right. So Snoopy, he knew I was down bad. I had a scoreboard of 36-1 of girls who had ghosted me.
How old were you at this point in the story?
16, 17. I'm 18 now.
Okay. Slow down. Have some self-preservation skills, dipshit. If you're missing that much, fucking work on yourself. Don't keep swinging and missing. But regardless,
Yeah, I know. I realize that.
Yeah.
All right. But so he was like, "All right, so I'm gonna try to hook you up with this girl that I know." 4 days into me even knowing this girl, she tells me that she loves me. So I ghosted her.
Yeah.
And so she is the one that I ghosted just because that scared me.
Yeah.
After 4 days, you tell me that you love me, I'm gonna back off. So then she, I don't know how to PG-13 this. She made tally marks, good long tally marks with sharp items. Yeah.
Got it.
And sent those pictures
to you,
the Discord of my entire friend group.
Okay.
As well as linked with her provocative photos. She just outed her entire self.
Golly.
Yeah, and for like a year after that, she kept on. She contacted me through everything. Like, we're talking Google Hangouts, Gmail,
yeah,
Facebook. She found my Facebook. I don't use my Facebook for anything but family.
Exactly, same.
And I told her that she needs to get a grip. I'm done. And now she's with some new dude who they're in like an open relationship. It is so weird.
Listen, here you seem fine about it, so I don't need to give you this advice. But in terms of advice for the chat, it's one of those things where men and women are both crazy. For not all of them, but they're both equally crazy. I think Childish Gambino has a good joke when he was doing stand-up about it, where he's like all these dudes tell crazy girl stories. And you're like, oh, why aren't there any crazy guy stories? It's like, because crazy guys go to jail and kill people. Like, that's the difference. So when you hear a crazy girl story, you think more girls are crazier. But no, crazy guys exist. They just you don't hear about those stories because they're not funny. But with this situation, it's not like, my dad sat me down one time when I had a crazy girl in my life who was threatening these kind of things. And he was like, hey, man, some things aren't your fucking fault. Like, you didn't do anything wrong. This girl came on weird and strong. And you're like, fuck that. Red flag. And the red flags were legitimate. And then she, used her body and self-harm from an emotional manipulation, which is another fucked up thing. She was if she did that because for reasons why people self-harm, that's okay. But then she used it and put pictures up of it, and it was using it as a revenge tactic.
She was using it as leverage.
Yes, exactly. Which is I don't think you did anything wrong here. You probably did something right here in terms of getting away from this person as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But how's it going now, pimp? 36-1.
Well, no. All right. So I mean, then I got into this 8-month relationship where I got kind of manipulated for a while.
Right.
Yeah, and then I got out of that, and then went on another bender. Lost my virginity to a girl who, once I stopped talking to her, I started talking to this other girl and went to her house. And so whenever I went to that girl's house, the other girl found out, tracked my snap maps, went all the way to that house an hour away from where her house is, and slashed what she thought were my tires, but were the dad's tires of the house.
Dude, you gotta have some self-preservation skills, my guy.
It's okay though. My new girlfriend, we're good. Everything's good between us.
Good, but
and ask for better.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that. But first of all, anyone who has their snap maps on are lunatics. Fucking turn that off. I don't know why people want to know let people know where they are. Snapchat's regardless. I'm glad you're doing good now, but how old are you now? 16?
18.
18? Okay. You're gonna get smarter and smarter. And where you're at now, I'm glad you're good. But
yeah,
you got a lot in the bank in terms of trial and error and shitty things and red flags. You have a lot of mental maturity. Let's use that for good. All right?
Wait, are you saying that I have red flags?
No, I'm saying you can. I'm sure you do. I don't know you that well, Zeus. But at the end of the day, you have a lot of knowledge about red flags.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't have that, especially when they're going into college and you see these dudes you're like, oh, she's really cool. You're like, no, she's not. How do you not see that? But some people don't have that. You have a base knowledge now, so you use it for good, not evil.
Alrighty, gotcha. Thank you, Father.
Bless your heart. feel like one time you should share some down bad stories from your own experience, Father. I've done that several times, Calvi. I got a lot, but I'll do it after this next call, because the next call is Inky. And Inky was upset. Inky. Inky, for dinky dinky, for fee fi, for finky finky. Stay safe out there, because what the fuck?
Hello, it's me again.
Hello, Inky.
Okay, so, I need to know, like, if I was a asshole in the situation I'm about to tell you.
Okay, am I the asshole? All right.
Yeah, basically. So, there's this guy, I've known him for a while, but it was kind of just, like, through school. It's a small school, everyone knows everyone.
Right.
But we weren't really friends. And then in, like, March, he just started randomly texting me, and we became friends. Like, if we'd, like, send each other memes, and sometimes we'd play, like, TF2 together. But he really quickly started using me as, like, I don't know, like a therapist?
Yep.
Where, like, hold on. Sorry. Are you there?
Yeah. I'm on the internet. I'm not going anywhere.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
You're good. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So this dude
Okay.
started treating you like a
Yeah.
therapist.
Yes. And, like, he just, like, dumped all this trauma on me. Like, he had been SA'd by his old ex, and that his, like, other, like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, like, he dumped his daddy issues on me, and, like, to an extent, I like to be there for my friends. But this was just too much.
Right. So what'd you do?
And, well, I didn't actually say anything about it to him, but what happened was he started smoking weed and only talking to me about that. Like, he would never talk about anything else to me.
All right.
And I don't like it, and I told him, like beforehand, that I don't like it and I don't want him to talk to me about it. And every time he would, like, tell me about this fat blunt he smoked, I'd just ghost him.
Mm-hmm.
But I got sick of it at one point, and I kind of, like, blew up at him, and I just said, dude, oh my god, I don't want to hear about it. If you want to talk to me about something normal, I'll be there, but stop talking about that.
Right.
And he didn't say anything, but then he went at me and was like, well, you didn't tell me about this beforehand. You need to communicate like a real person, and you were talking like my father, and that's really bad. But, like, dude, I'm not your dad.
Ugh. This guy's a bummer.
Yeah. Like, I am a tiny 16-year-old girl. I'm not your father.
Yes. And just...
And
no, go ahead. Keep going.
yeah, and my friend, thank God for her, she's like, saw, like, what he was saying and went, dude, that's super manipulative. Block him. And I did block him. And this was while I was at, like, that drum corps thing. It was, I'm away from home. I'm not, like, basically didn't contact him throughout from the entirety of June and July.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, like, I'm not going to talk to you now. I want to enjoy my time at this band camp. I'll talk to you when I get back, and we can smooth this over. But then I got back, and I didn't really want to be friends with him because I'm not a person with a lot of friends, and so basically I was just friends with him because I don't have very many. But I actually made friends at that band camp thing and realized, I don't need this dude.
Right.
I'm just not really going to talk to him.
And is that where we're at now?
Yeah, it's how I kind of just ended things off was he asked if we were still good, and I gave him a really cold shoulder and just went, we're fine.
Yep.
And then didn't say anything again. But now I feel like I'm an asshole because I'm back at school, and thank God I only have one class there because of Running Start, because it just ugh.
No, you don't owe this fucking kid anything, dude. First of all, there's nothing worse than a pothead, right? I have a lot of stoner friends. I don't mind stoners. It's up to personal preference, but a stoner's a stoner. I grew up with them. I mean, Massachusetts legalized weed in 2016. Just happens. Like, now my dad eats edibles every once in a while. It's crazy. Just kidding. If his job's listening. That was a joke. But in the larger sense, with potheads, kids who just start smoking weed, like, they suck. Those people fucking suck. In terms of, like, there's no story about smoking weed that's good. There's there's nothing there. Like, last night I smoked 2 blunts to the face. That's not a story. It's like saying I wipe my ass real good. Sick, dude.
Okay, Father, you're gonna hate me for this, but I forgot important information. He made it very obvious that he was into me, and like he gave me special treatment out of all of his friends, and like basically used me like as like his best friend. And I think he was going to try and ask me out, but then I just absolutely cut him off. But like, he was making stuff for me. He does like wood shop. He made a bracelet for me, and he also made like a mug, and it like I feel like to this guy I just used him
for a mug.
Yeah, like it was like a wooden
Who
mug.
gives a shit? Don't fucking worry too much about that. This guy was manipulative. Okay. And the fact that he has like all this trauma that he's obviously not handling well, and then if he's a piece of shit, he uses it as an excuse. There's nothing worse than a practical adult. I know you guys are not full grown adults yet, but when someone like has trauma, like that Trisha Paytas chick, like anytime she gets called out, she's like, "Well, I was not treated well as a kid, so now I'm a piece of shit." So there you go. Like, that's not how that works. It's like it sucks, and you have to recognize that. But you have to say, I'm going to get better. You can't just be like, well, that's why I'm like that. So you're a piece of shit for even bringing it up, really. Like, that's not how that works. This guy's manipulative. Yeah. Like, obviously, a lot of times, like, guys like this or people like this will give you gifts so you feel bad, which he did. You know what I mean? Like, it worked. Like, don't worry about it. You don't owe this piece of shit anything, okay?
Okay.
And it's also important that I wanted to bring up, especially at your age, you start figuring out what real friends are, and I'm so glad. Like, you're like, oh, well, I'm just friends with this person. Like, we're friends. Like, no, you're not. You're friends because they're in proximity to you. And you're like, fuck it, I'll have a friend. And then you find out what real cool people are, and you're like, whoa, that person sucks. Fuck that. You get out of there. So I'm glad that happened to you, and I'm glad you're not being a part of this anymore. But for anyone in the chat, keep your eyes open. People suck. And just because they're a friend to you, find out what a real friend is, and you'll realize they're garbage. All right?
Thank you, Father.
Enjoy your wooden mug. Bless your heart.
Thank you.
Hi, Dad. I'm glad it wasn't an issue with me saying that. Way to confirm. Chasing Rest.
Hello.
Hi.
I had to meet you for a second.
Okay.
So, there's this girl. I think I like her. But the problem is, it's about to be sports season.
Okay.
I do wrestling, so I just throw myself into wrestling from November to, like, January, February. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to, neglect that relationship.
Okay. If you don't think you can handle it, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's more about, it's very emotionally mature of you to be like, it's about her. And if you don't think you can treat her right in that time, don't do it. Especially with high school schedules for student athletes, dude. Like, I get it. Like, fucking hell, dude. You're at practice for like 2 hours, then you go home and you do homework, and then it's 9, and then you're like, well, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, I get what your situation is. But if you don't think you can handle having a girl at that time, then don't. It's not like you're missing out on an opportunity. You're just being smart.
The problem is, she's kind of in the sport. You know what track person is?
Yeah, like track and field.
No, like they track our matches and like they do the score and all that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She's one of those people. So I talk to her like every tournament and all that. So it's kind of hard to, space.
Okay, well, perhaps shoot your shot, but you explain to her that it's gonna be tough. Like, you know what I mean? Like, be like, we can hang out on weekend or whatever. You can figure it out, and like we can date, but you just know what my life is right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, even starting if you start a relationship with this girl, like, fucking figure out if you can even do that. We're worried about things that are not set in stone right now. And if you don't even have the time to really put the work in to get a relationship going, then what's the fucking point of worrying about it now? So just kind of play it by ear. If you can get it worked, and if she's involved in the situation and she's kind of aware of, what your life is and how it's going to be, then maybe it'll work out. That's why military wives work out. They know what they're signing up for. So in the sense of the situation, just play it by ear. Figure out if you're actually capable of these things before you even jump into them and worry about if you could do it at all.
Yeah. By the way, you missed my sub.
Oh, did I? When did you do it?
Like, right at the start.
Really? 1 sec. There's no way. Because after that, it started getting to... I'm at 21 hours. Where is it? Vault Boy, Snow Globe Crusade. Golden Boy Ja. Space Nub, Bet My Fortune. I'm not seeing you, my guy. Wheaton Stream 04. That was 3 minutes ago. MGM more. You lied
I'm
to me?
chasing rest. I have my Prime.
Maybe it didn't come through. I would have said it if I saw it. I don't see it, my guy. Fuck. Well, thank you for the Prime sub. Sorry for ignoring you. It just didn't register, I guess.
No, I know.
Luker. Yeah, no, I didn't see it. Sorry, bro. Well, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it.
Yep.
All right. Have a blessed day. Be smart about it.
All right, bye.
Bye. Hey, Father, I was kicked from the queue for no reason. Anyway, can I get back in? Titterish is the name. I don't know, dude. We're about to wrap up here. I time one last call anyway. Brainiac! Oh, there it is. Chasing rest. It just came up. It just came up. How dare you make me feel bad? And God of Pandas with the Prime sub. And okay, this is obviously a glitch because they're all coming through now. And Robbie Bobson with the tier 1 sub. Thank you. And God of Pandas with the Prime sub. Much appreciated. I must slumber now. Good night, Father. Good night. I would go through all the pain for you. Yeah. I just shared it. Okay, well, how was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know if you don't share it? Golly. I just subbed. No, I saw that. Thank you, God of Panda. Much appreciated. Brandiac, you're the last dude of the day. Or female of the day. Or they of the day.
Finally.
Welcome.
You have no idea how long I've been on a bunch of these calls, and I always get to like 2 in the queue, and then the stream ends. So it always sucks.
Sorry, bro. Well, here we are.
So you definitely wouldn't remember. I'm months back. I was so nervous back then. I don't know what the hell was wrong with me. And I was a kid my school to Euphoria because I broke up with my ex.
All right.
And my entire school rallied behind me, and without my knowing, sent her death threats. I don't know if you'd remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I finally got over the girl that I talked about that time. It took a decent while, but during the summer, right before the summer, I met this new girl. I've known her for a decent while. We've been friends, but so now I want to make a move or something, but like I know there's definitely a lot of signs that she could like me, but there's also a lot of signs that she definitely wouldn't. So she's come to, I do shows occasionally, so she's come to a few of my shows and performed. That, again, a lot of my friends do that, so maybe it's just her being nice. But then, like, she invites me over, like, with her not with her family, I don't know if with her family or not, but, like, on 4th of July, I was invited over. Of course, family stuff got in the way, I couldn't go, but then we've gone out alone, like, 2 or 3 times, one time with her friend, and so I'm just like, I don't know if I should. I know it seems like there's a lot of obvious moves, but then like we've talked, and you know she's driven me around. She's a few months older, so she got her license. But she's been driving me around, and we were talking, and like obviously she mentioned like guys that she has like a crush on, like in terms of attractiveness, and so I'm just like, there's been a lot of different vibes that my friends, some of her, not some of her friends, some of our mutual friends who are more friends with me have told me they think that's a sign to go, but I don't know, because there's been mixed signals. So I was just thinking, what's your input?
Everything you've said so far seems like go for it, my guy.
I know. I know. It's just like we're such good friends, and like I know I've listened to a ton of your streams. I know you always say like you either make a move and live regretting it or whatnot. I guess I was just hoping there'd be a different answer, but I don't know. It's always because like we're decent friends. We've gotten pretty close, and like I don't want to make things awkward. Like both of us have had to reject people before, and we typically try and make it not awkward for said people.
Right.
But like I don't want to ruin a good friendship that I've got going that I can consistently hang out with on my own in general without, having things be awkward. Because I'm not always the most social person when it comes to school. And since I have something like that, I don't know if it would be better to take a shot at it or.
Well, listen. If you're that worried about it, and do you think you'd be happy just being friends with this person?
I definitely think I would be, but I don't know.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. I think that if you can handle just being friends and you're that worried about it, probably don't do it. But if it gets to the point where you're like, God damn it, person to be in my life in a more intimate and serious way, and you can't even fathom just being friends with them. It's gotten so strong. Then go for it, my guy. It's just one of those things. I mean, you've said everything I practically was going to say to you regardless, but, I heard a lot of good green flags. I heard a lot of good green lights to go for it. And at the end of the day, it's just dragging your feet. And if this person starts dating someone else while you're friends with them and it eats you up inside, you have no one to blame but yourself, which is the worst possible situation. So it's either going to be a learning lesson either way. So you're either going to learn that you should have shot your shot. You're going to learn that, sometimes it doesn't work out. But if you're both emotionally mature or whatever, it should be fine.
Yeah, I don't think it'd create any bad blood. I think at worst it would just be being awkward a little bit around each other for a little while. And then I either get over it or fake getting over it. And then we can sort of return to normal, but not entirely. But,
just wait. Just go 2 months. 2 months right now where you're at right now. See where you feel in 2 months.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you, Father.
No problem. Bless your heart.
Sure. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Today, I'm going to rate a bigger streamer, I think. Just to see what happens. We always rate smaller people, but maybe we can get some notoriety. Maybe someone will recognize us. Maybe we'll be a big deal. I don't know. Then we'll just go immediately back to rating smaller streamers if it's underwhelming. First person up here was Aviva Sophia. I've seen her on TikTok before. So we'll do that. I will see you guys on Friday. If not, let's just vibe, dude. I'm so exhausted. My brain is not working. What's the number to get into the queue? You just get into the queue on Discord. Let's get her name out there. Everyone be nice, too, because there's been a lot of, mean raids. Not from me, but, it's going around right now. And her name is Down Bat Patrol. So let's be respectful, and let's wish her a happy